we ready to begin?
Good morning!
My name is Misty.
Come on, Ike, it's time.
We would be honored if you would join us.
The greatest adventure of all time.
We just become best friends.
Yup!
Come on, let's get in character.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Oh, come on!
When the rivers are shallow and the ocean is deep. No, let's not do that.
It's time.
We were. Sorry, should we do it just a little bit?
Okay, yeah.
We were just doing we were talking about doing a lullaby audiobook.
Doing our voiceovers.
And because we also own a voiceover company, which we're pretty successful at. It's kind of paying for all this stuff. And by that I mean we've never done.
No, not one thing voiceover related. Wait, no, we recorded that stuff for that guy up front.
Yes, but it wasn't our voices.
No.
Yeah, we engineer things for other
Right.
voices. But
our voices are good.
It's recently come to our attention that people enjoy the sound of our voices.
We have been told that. Do you want to read a couple lines?
I will.
Okay.
This is a poem called Go
the Fuck to Sleep.
When all of your troubles are piled high in a heap.
You should probably just go the fuck to sleep.
When you're thinking of laughing, but all you do is weep.
You should just go the fuck to sleep.
When your kitchen is dirty, but you can't sweep.
It's time to just go the fuck to sleep.
When the river is shallow, but the ocean is deep.
Just go the fuck to sleep.
When there's a killer in the house and you can't make a peep.
You should definitely go the fuck to sleep.
Who can sleep with a killer in the house? Oh, we got to cut that clip out.
Oh man, yeah, we should make we should put that on like a meditation app.
Yeah, or an album. We should
go the fuck to sleep.
Misty and Ike's greatest hits. But that's a Samuel L. Jackson ripoff.
It is.
Or
it
no,
is.
Who's the other guy that did go the fuck to sleep?
Somebody put a book out and then Samuel L. Jackson like read it and yeah. Ours is better. I mean, clearly. Duh.
Adam Mansbach. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Adam Mansbach.
Excuse me, I had broccoli. For breakfast.
That's why I say we're a night show. Ain't nobody eating broccoli for breakfast. Not at gospel brunch on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Eat some collard greens.
Whoa, easy. You can't talk about
Can't talk about collard greens are delicious.
Yeah, well, you should just go the fuck to sleep.
Can we talk? Can we get into the episode?
Yeah, do you want to? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do a versus.
Okay.
So, killer versus killer.
All right.
So today is the day that they apprehended Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, who was the Night Stalker.
Richard Ramirez is
now starring Richard Ramirez as the Night Stalker.
Only on ABC Family.
So he was a serial killer here in Los Angeles in I think it's like 84 to like 80. Like I think it only lasted for like 6 months.
Yep.
Killed people in the valley, all over LA, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So today's the day they apprehended him.
Mm-hmm.
However, there was another serial killer that had a thing that happened on this day.
Yep.
And you are going to tell us about it.
I'm Jack the Ripper, and today they caught my first victim.
They found your first victim.
They caught that dead body doing nothing.
I was like, because she was dead.
Yeah,
she was
dead.
Yeah.
So I've got 10 facts about Jack the Ripper.
And I have 10 about Richard Ramirez.
Okay, and I'm going to try and do all mine in a radio voice.
Oh.
No, you don't have to do yours.
Okay.
Should I do scary voice?
Oh, I like scary voice.
Ready?
Yes.
5 women were killed in the so-called Autumn of Terror in 1888.
The Autumn of Terror?
Yeah.
That should be a ride in the fall at Universal.
This winter, Magic Mountain presents
Autumn of Terror.
Autumn of Terror. Hold on to your shorts. It's gonna be a wild ride. Hold on, I got it.
Oh, so good.
This Halloween, Magic Mountain invites you to bring a second pair of underwear because you're gonna shit yourself.
And then you should go the fuck to sleep.
This Halloween at Knott's Berry Farm. Make sure you bring a change of clothes and possibly some extra socks. You don't want it leaking down your leg.
Oh. Okay.
I could do this all day.
I know you could. So how many people did the...
5.
5.
In the autumn of 88. 1888, by the way.
1888,
Yeah,
which
we're on-
my guy was in 1985.
Yeah, 1985.
Yeah, he killed 14 people and tortured dozens more.
Bowling for soup. At least
I got
6
it.
other murders have been linked. So that's now we're at 11.
Okay. So we're about head to head on murders.
Yeah. Among them,
Close.
Martha Tambram, a Whitechapel resident who had been working as a prostitute. Her body was found on August 7th, 1888 in George Yard buildings, having suffered 39 stab wounds to the chest and abdomen.
That's a lot in that area. I mean...
Well, the postmortem revealed that the killer had used 2 different knives.
What?
This summer at Knott's Berry Farm, when one knife is not
Double
enough. A double feature.
Oh, so weird.
4 of the 5 Ripper victims had previously been married.
What does that have to do with them getting murdered?
That doesn't have shit to do with it.
I was like, what?
What if the movie review guy was like actually honest? This movie is gonna suck.
I'm gonna read you this really strange quote, and this is something that Richard Ramirez said, like when he was on trial. Hey, big deal. Death always comes with the territory. See you at Disneyland.
Hey, big deal.
What?
Wait, what is it?
Hey, big deal. Death always comes with the territory. See you at Disneyland.
Death always comes with the territory. See you at Disneyland.
Like, what? Like, I just don't even know what to say to that. Apparently, he sustained a bunch of head injuries at an early age.
Oh, that'll do it.
He was knocked unconscious a couple of times, and he began having epileptic fits and went on medication. And so he also, from there, became a pretty drastic drug user. And when he was 13, he witnessed his cousin murder his wife. The cousin's wife, not his. He wasn't married at 13.
Do you know what a workhouse is?
I don't.
This is the first victim spent the years prior to her death in and out of the workhouse. From 1881, Mary Ann Nichols is known to have resided off and on at Lambeth Workhouse, where she described herself as charwoman. Following Mary's murder, the sum total of her possessions were listed as a comb, a white handkerchief, and a broken piece of mirror.
That poor lady.
Oh, does this mean we could be a crime podcast?
Maybe it was
now?
like a halfway house kind of thing where
think
like they put you to work.
You work and
if
then
you
you
didn't
get to-
have anywhere else to go.
Yeah, you could work for room and board.
Right.
Maybe.
So a broken mirror, a comb, and what else?
A white handkerchief.
Poor Mary.
Misty and Ike, a new crime podcast brought to you by Spotify. Hey, just so you know, Spotify, we'll straight up voice your crime podcast.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
The ones that are hosted by those chumps, we'll just be their voices. Y'all write it,
true.
we read it.
It's
Let's
true.
go. That's a straight shout out to you, Spotify. Or Wondery.
Ooh, Wondery's a big one.
Yeah, bought by Amazon.
Yeah. Very correct.
Looking at you, Bezos. We'll do it from space too, bro. We got time.
Dude, you can shoot me into space and I'll read, voiceovers for podcasts.
You're scared of the ocean, but you're not scared of going to space?
No, not at all.
Do we have to
Shoot
go-
me up
Wow.
to space. That didn't come out right.
Shoot me up.
Shoot me up.
Shoot me
Ow!
up to space. Just shoot me up. See?
I would go to space.
That was some Rolling Stones for you.
I don't even know what to say to that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, I would go to space in a heartbeat.
How many more facts you got? Because I got 6 more.
Okay. Well, mine aren't really facts. It's just kind of like the story of Richard Ramirez. And he just murdered a lot of people in really, really violent ways that I don't necessarily want to repeat. Like, it's bad.
Well,
like gouging out people's eyes and things.
Oh, I want to hear all that.
Okay. We can get into that then.
Well, Jack the Ripper created an event called
Murder Town? Like, what?
September 30th is known.
Welcome to Murder Town.
It's known as the double event. The body of Elizabeth Stride was discovered at 1 a.m. at Dutsfield. It helps if you can read.
Dutsfield.
The movie guy can't pronounce Dutsfield. Off Burner Street, shortly after 1:44 a.m., P.C. Watkins found Catherine Eddowes in Mitre Square, easily within walking distance from the first body. Now, here's where it gets weird. I don't know. I actually don't know what the next paragraph's going to say.
I'm so, like, enamored. I'm like, tell me more. Tell me more.
Both women had been murdered by slash wounds to the throat. However, Elizabeth, unlike the other victims, had not been disemboweled, leading to suggestions that the Ripper was interrupted. This might account for the Ripper being compelled to kill again so soon after.
Wow.
That is a good voice.
That is a pretty good voice.
I should be humble about it, though. I've just, I practiced 285
Ain't nothing to be
times.
humble about. I mean, you scream out your talents.
This summer,
The world needs to hear them.
humility comes to Brickyard Studios.
Been waiting for that for many, many days.
300 million of them.
Okay, so
Jack's pretty boring now that I look at it.
well, the thing about Jack is that they never found him.
Yeah.
You know, that's the big like mystery around him. So this is weird. Richard Ramirez committed his first murder, well, his first known murder, June 28th, 1984, an 80-year-old woman who he sexually assaulted, stabbed, and killed during a burglary. Burglary. Let me rewind that.
I'm Ronald Reagan, and this is my friend, the Hamburglar.
I wish I was the Hamburglar. It was my favorite when I was a little kid.
Wait, I meant Ronald McDonald, not
You
Ronald
sure
Reagan.
did, but I was just gonna bypass that, and yeah. So he didn't commit another murder for 9 months.
Why
he
not?
waited 9. I don't know. Maybe he was freaked out that he did what he did, and maybe I wouldn't say after knowing a bit about him that he waited for any specific reason. Like, it doesn't seem like he was that scared of death and killing people. He also did the same thing, though. He attacked a woman and killed. She managed to escape, but then he killed her roommate. And then, not satisfied with that assault, he then killed another person that evening. And he was dubbed as the Valley Intruder initially by the press. Then 10 days later, he murdered a husband and wife. And that's when the full-scale police operation started. And then he repeated his attack pattern on another older couple. So it was couples, which is super weird. And it was always burglary, assault, brutal violence, and then completed with some kind of satanic ritual.
Oh, of course. That's a little cherry on top.
Throw in some Satan. Throw in some Satan.
When murder's not enough,
Throw in some Satan.
add a dash of Satan.
So like all of LA was like wigging out.
Right. And now, do you think that there could
Summertime,
be
it's hot. No one can close their window or like
another...
it's,
Yeah, they can't open their windows.
Right. Right.
Do
It was
you
bad.
Do you think there could be another Night Stalker these days?
Absolutely.
Do you think...
I mean, whatever stops there from being another serial killer repeating,
But
copycatting?
we haven't heard of one in the news. Okay, granted, I don't watch the news, so there could be one right now.
I was like,
but,
you don't watch the news.
but I think you would have told me about it.
Well, I mean, yeah, probably. Because I like murder. Like,
What-
I'm interested in it.
What if there's this...
in the news way.
Right.
Not like doing it.
But what if there's
I
the
don't wanna
same
do
amount
it.
of serial murderers, but way shittier cops?
I mean,
There's a possibility. Anything's possible, right?
it's completely possible.
What if they're just like, yeah, it's another murder. Who cares? And they're not linking them together, but there's actually
That's,
like...
I mean, a lot of times that's...
Boo!
A lot of the big serial killers, that's kind of the commonality is...
sorry.
I don't know why you did that.
I legit scared myself.
Like, you didn't scare me if that's what you're trying to do.
That totally backfired.
I'm like, what?
I jumped a little.
You did. And I'm like, why are you booing
I
at
don't
me?
know. I'm scared of the Night Stalker.
A lot of times that's what they find out, though. Like, they tie things together later on and
Yeah,
catch
20
serial
years
killers,
later.
like, later.
Does
yeah.
it not feel like it's nighttime outside and the Night Stalker's just going to walk in the studio right now? Because there's no windows in this studio.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I keep looking up and catching the fan out of the corner of my eye. I keep seeing it move, and I'm like,
We are done for today. I don't care. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm scared.
Murder!
I'm scared of Jack the Ripper. Look at this
Well,
note.
okay, so they caught Richard Ramirez, his final night of terror,
Oh, they
August
did?
24th.
Oh, I feel so much better.
Led to his capture. He was spotted outside of his Mission Viejo home, which is down south. And he left a footprint that they were able to make a copy of and like know that it was him. Yeah, they caught him and they put him in jail. And a couple months ago on Netflix, they did a whole thing about Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. But then they also did the thing about Elisa Lam and the hotel downtown.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
So Richard Ramirez used to stay at that hotel. So it's real weird because they tie that in with like the whole Elisa Lam thing. Do you want to see what Richard Ramirez looked like?
I'm looking at him right now. He's got bad teeth.
Well, pull it up the picture I got.
What's the movie that they made about him?
Well, it's not a movie. It's like a little docu-series on Netflix. It's called The Night Stalker, I believe.
What is the name or the movie that they just made with, it was like two cops and they follow this guy around and he's not guilty, but they take him out in the desert and then they kill him and then the cop's guilty of murder.
Oh, isn't that the one that has Jared Leto and Denzel Washington?
Isn't that The Night Stalker?
No.
What's the one with the guy with the police radio that goes around L.A.? That's Night Stalker.
Oh, that's Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal.
That's what I was thinking about.
Nightcrawler, Jake Gyllenhaal. That's a great movie.
It really is. It's creepy.
Talk about suspenseful.
Creepy.
Damn. Woo.
I'm going to breeze through these last few Jack the Ripper facts.
Yep.
Hundreds of names have been put forward as Ripper suspects. Montague John Druitt was considered a prime suspect, though the only evidence appears to be that the murders ended shortly before his own death in December 1888. George Chapman, born Severin Antiochovic Kioski, has the advantage of actually being a murderer and a serial murderer at that. Chapman was hanged in April 1903 for the murder of 3 of his wives, despite the fact that Chapman killed using poison rather than a knife. Inspector Aberline himself believed him to be the Ripper. More recently, the publication of Patricia Cromwell's book, Portrait of a Killer, Jack the Ripper, Closed Case, threw new light on another suspect, painter Walter Heckert. The crux of Cornwell's argument lies in the DNA evidence apparently collected from the Ripper letters that match DNA found on letters written by Heckert. However, given that many or perhaps all of the Ripper letters are thought to be hoaxes, this cannot be conclusive.
So still no answers. Thanks, Patricia.
Jack's still out there.
Well, Richard Ramirez died June 7th, 2013 at the age of 53 from complications related to B-cell lymphoma.
Mesothelioma.
Oh, God. Lymphoma at San Quentin.
Do you or someone you love have mesothelioma?
Like Richard Ramirez?
Contact Misty and Ike of Misty and Ike.
You may deserve a settlement.
Someone you love's about to die. Mesothelioma. For all you...
Yeah, yep.
I missed it.
Yeah.
The only thing... this whole episode could be our voiceover reel if we just add a drug commercial to the end of it.
Please do not take mesothelioma if you're allergic to mesothelioma.
No, we need like...
It's always my favorite. Please don't take this drug if you're allergic to this drug.
We need to make up a drug.
Oh, yeah.
Blaptoplan.
Blaptoplan, which is a male and female arousal drug. Can be taken by either sex.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Are you feeling life's waning years pulling on your genitalia? Sorry. I got something in my blaptoplan.
Oh my God.
All right, it's got to be upbeat and happy.
Okay.
Ready? Blaptoplan.
Blaptoplan for your later years when you just want to get it on even when you're old.
You're trying to get hanky-panky up in the old folks' home. Get you some blaptoplan.
Please don't take Blaptoplan. Blaptoplan?
I don't know.
If you're allergic to Blaptoplan.
Side effects may include
Anal leakage.
ball warts,
Saggy boobs, which you probably already have.
more anal leakage.
Oh, God, I hope you people are laughing as hard as we are right now.
Halitosis.
Woo! Which you probably already have as well, because your teeth's falling out because you're old.
But if you have a lot of it, it's called supercalifragilisticexpialitosis. Oh, I'm not a comedian. I'm swearing it off.
Nope. Well,
that was fun for me.
I feel like that just went sideways. But you know what? It was a good time, so I don't care.
We should just scratch the Misty off the sign and just call it the Ike Show.
Call it Ann Ike.
Yeah.
Just call it Ann Ike.
And Ike. By the moon and the stars in the sky, I'll be there. You're going to make me keep going? For better or worse, till death do us part. I'll love you with every beat of my heart. And Ike. What's up? I need a record contract and a voiceover deal stat. And I'll bring this one along with me if you Venmo me $5 to @IsaacHeckert.
I thank all of you for attempting to listen to this today.
Oh, if you guys listen to this show, you're a saint.
It's time to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap
All right, we'll see you tomorrow, buttholes. Don't get...
Bye.
Oh, no!